everyone, Osman2 here. Got a new roster, and you've all been waiting for it, even though nobody watches my videos, so let's get going. We'll start off with Bowser Jr. He's pretty self-explanatory. He's a reoccurring Mario villain, been in every Mario game since Mario Sunshine, basically, and he plays an important role in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So next is King K. Rool. King K. Rool is the villain of Donkey Kong, basically, and he's a reoccurring character, so that's why I put him in. Legend of Zelda, we got Toon Zelda for being a reoccurring Zelda character and for making an recent appearance in Spirit Tracks. Don't give me crap. Yeah, so when it came down to a Legend of Zelda rep, it came down to Toon Zelda and Vaati, and I think Toon Zelda over-prioritizes Vaati because last time I checked, Vaati didn't have a piece of the Triforce. So next up is Ridley for being a reoccurring villain that's resizable, and Metroid's getting new games constantly, and I don't see why they don't get another rep. They definitely deserve one. So that's why I add Ridley, because he's the suitable choice if you're gonna add another Metroid rep. Next up is Waddle Dee, or Bandana Dee, for making many playable appearances, like in Helper to Hero and Superstar Ultra, and as a playable character in new Super Kirby Brothers Wii, as I like to call it. Or, yeah, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. He's a cool guy. He's got, I think he's pretty cool. He's got recurring playable appearances as helpers in 2-player mode. So, yeah. Next up, we have Crystal for being a recurring Star Fox character. Now, you might think that Slippy over-prioritizes Crystal for being in more Star Fox games, but who's going to want to play as Slippy? And then it comes back to Leon. Leon as being a rival for Falco. But Leon, he never actually is playable in a Star Fox game. Like Wolf, you got him playable in Assault. Crystal is mainly playable. Now, other characters, you say that they aren't playable, like Falco and stuff. But it doesn't mean that he doesn't actually fight that much. The only time he ever fights is in an R-Wing, when other characters like Fox, Falco, Crystal, and Slippy are on the ground doing very many things. So that's my clarification for Crystal. Starfy for being popular in Japan and having a new game on the DS. Zoroark for being the most popular Unova Pokemon, and Unova is the newest Pokemon region like Sinnoh was when Brawl came out. So that's why I added Unova rep, which is Zoroark. Next is no new Earthbound rep, because if you're gonna put in have more Earthbound characters than like F-Zero or Metroid, that's just saying that because this series is less popular, we're gonna have more characters on it for no reason at all. And I don't really think, and they've had their last game was on the GameCube, and same with F-Zero. So I think we need to stop focusing on Earthbound and focus more on F-Zero characters. Like, I add Goro for mainly that reason, for F-Zero deserving another rep, considering the last game was on the GameCube, and that's ditto with Earthbound. I don't mean the Pokemon. And he's been a rival to Captain Falcon. Isaac for making an appearance in Brawl, and because Golden Sun needs to make a comeback. 75% of people hadn't heard of Pit until Brawl came out, and I never heard of Golden Sun until Brawl came out, so I think this could be a comeback for Golden Sun. I had Micaiah because Fire Emblem's only been represented by sword users from now on, and she's been had a pretty recent appearance, and I think it'd be interesting to add a new twist to the game if we had a magician-like person mage for the Fire Emblem series. Then we have Little Mac. I don't really need to explain him. Mega Man for I have a lot of reasons about Mega Man. See, people say they don't add Mega Man because he's not Capcom's mascot anymore. because he wasn't in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, if you take a look at Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as a whole, you've got 3 Mega Man characters, no Mega Man. You've got She-Hulk for Marvel, a character that's not even that important. And in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they had 2 Wolverines. In Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they're going to have Phoenix Wright. And they didn't put him in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because they couldn't think of a way for him to fight. So I don't know what he's going to do. Like, what's his B? Throws a suitcase? I mean, if you take a look at just the basic character choices on Marvel vs. Capcom, they're not that good. So I don't blame Mega Man, I just blame Marvel vs. Capcom as a whole. And that game wasn't even on the Wii, and this is a Nintendo game, so I'd have to say that Mega Man should be in for his reoccurring appearances in Nintendo games. Next, we got Gino for having a giant internet fan base, and for being a good Square Enix rep, because he was a Mario character. He also does very many cool things. I think he'd be great Square Enix rep, and just a good Mario character in general. And we got the random slot. I added in the random slot because it was in Brawl. And no, I'm just kidding. Okay, you don't have to explain the random slot. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my roster. You can check out. I'm gonna be posting new moveset videos soon. I'm gonna I'm gonna make 10 moveset videos for each of the rows, so I don't do one for each character. That would take a long time and would probably bore you to death, so check out my 10 moveset videos that are coming up soon. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed 7 minutes being wasted of your life and you do something better with yours rather than watching stupid YouTube videos. Well, I guess I'll see ya round.